In tip 6, we're going to talk about point of view and tense. What is point of view? Well, a point of view character is a character where the readers will know what they're thinking. Now, you may have many characters in your book, but really you're only going to pick a few to be your point of view characters. Now, there's several ways you can write point of view. The first one is first person. And in first person point of view, you would write, I walked over to the door. I looked out the window. I got in the car. There is a second person point of view, but it's rarely used, and we're not going to spend much time talking about it, but that would be where you'd say, you walked over to the window. You got in the car. How many times have you read a book like that? Not many. And then there's third person point of view. In third person point of view, we use he or she. He walked over to the door, or she got in the car. Sometimes in the past, it wasn't uncommon where an author would write a book and the reader would know what every single person was thinking. That's called unlimited omniscient. One of the reasons we don't use that anymore is it distances the reader from the main characters. It's almost like God is talking, and that distances the story from the readers. What I recommend is limited omniscient, where you pick several characters and you allow your reader to know what they're thinking. There's advantages and disadvantages in writing in either first person or third person point of view. In first person point of view, you're very close to the reader, and it's like watching a movie because the reader's reading, I did this and I did that, and the action's right in front of the reader, and that's a good thing. The disadvantage is everything in the book has to be told through your main character, and only what they can experience, what they can see, what they know can be told to the reader. So it's somewhat inhibiting. The advantages of third person point of view. It adds a different viewpoint to your novel. The reader can know what several different people are thinking about in your novel, and that can be quite interesting. Conflicting points of view can add interest and actually help develop your characters. The disadvantages are if you have too many third person point of view characters, it will distance your reader. I try to limit mine to about 5 total. In my book, I write normally in the hero's point of view, whoever the main conflict creator or the antagonist point of view is, and then I'll usually have a point of view. If I have a little love interest in my mystery for my main hero, I'll write in their point of view. If not, I'll have a confidant to the hero, and I'll write in that person's point of view. And then since, as I mentioned before, I have 2 stories, the main story and the subplot, the 1 or 2 people in the subplot I'll be writing in their point of view. Many people seem to like third person point of view a little better, but since the Hunger Games came out, it seems like more and more writers, younger writers, are writing in first person. There's advantages and disadvantages to both, so pick one. And I would suggest for your first or second novel you be consistent. If you're writing in third person, stay in third person. If you're writing in first person, stay in first person. Any rule can be broken, and you can find examples of that, but for your first book or 2, I think it would be easier and less confusing for you and your reader if you pick one of the point of views and stick to it. This video was brought to you by the mystery novels of James R. Nelson. They can be found on Amazon.com as ebooks, paperbacks, hardcovers, and audio. Check out more tips for writing novels and short stories coming soon.